All right, today we're going to talk about something pretty fascinating, a concept from Indian spiritual philosophy that explains that strange, powerful feeling of connection you can have with someone, even when they're miles and miles away. Let's dive in.
I mean, has this ever happened to you? You're just going about your day, doing your thing, and then bam, someone just pops into your head completely out of the blue. Or maybe it's more of a feeling, like a sudden shift in your emotions. A wave of calm washes over you. Or maybe you feel this pang, this heaviness in your chest, and you just know, it's connected to them, even though you haven't spoken or anything. It's a wild feeling, right?
Well, guess what? It's not just in your head. Indian spirituality actually has a name for this whole thing: energy continuity. And it's exactly what it sounds like. The idea that some connections, the really deep ones, just aren't limited by physical distance.
Okay, so the big question is, how is that even possible? I mean, really, to get it, we have to look at how this philosophy sees us as human beings. And, spoiler alert, it's a lot more than just our physical bodies. So, according to this philosophy, we're actually made up of 4 parts. Yeah, 4. You've got the physical body, which is called sharir, but then you also have the mind, or manas, the life force, prana, and these deep mental imprints called samskaras. Now here's the key. The really deep bonds we form, they don't just live in the physical world. Nope. They anchor themselves in our mind and, crucially, in our life force. And that is a connection that distance has a really hard time breaking.
And this is where it gets really interesting. This brings us to the core idea behind energy continuity, something called the pranic thread. Let's break down how these invisible threads actually get created and stick around.
First things first, we gotta talk about prana. So, what is it? Think of it as the universe's Wi-Fi. It's the fundamental life force, this vital energy that's flowing through literally everything and everyone. It's the invisible network that all these connections travel on.
And this energy, this prana, it's not just floating around all willy-nilly. Ancient yogic teachings say that it travels along these really specific, subtle energy pathways. They're called nadis. You can think of them as invisible highways for our life force. So, how does one of these pranic threads actually form? Well, it all starts with a really powerful shared experience. We're talking about intense love, or deep shared pain, or maybe a moment of incredible healing. In those moments, it's like energy and emotional memories are literally being exchanged between 2 people. And that exchange is what weaves this strong, energetic link, the pranic thread. And get this connection is described as a stored energy memory that needs no language, location, or time to communicate. Think about that. It's instant. It's an energetic memory that exists totally outside of our normal rules of space and time. All right, so these threads exist between people. Got it. But that still doesn't explain why you suddenly feel them, right? Like at the most random times. So let's look at what actually triggers this energetic communication. You know, this idea of emerged consciousness is ancient. It runs really deep. You can even see it in old mythological symbols like Ardhanarishvara. That's a deity that is half male and half female. It's this beautiful, powerful metaphor for how once 2 energies have merged, they recognize each other no matter how far apart they are. So, what are the triggers that bring these feelings bubbling up to the surface? Well, there are usually 3 common ones. First, you might have some unexpressed emotional stuff coming up. Second, something happening in your life right now could mirror a past experience you shared, and that just flips the switch on that old connection. And third, you'll often feel this stuff during big life changes, when your own energy is all stirred up. And this also explains why these feelings can hit you so hard at night or show up in your dreams, right? In what's called the dream state, or swapna avastha, our logical brain kind of goes to sleep. It takes a backseat, and that lets all this energy communicate and process things way more freely, without our conscious mind getting in the way and trying to rationalize everything. Okay, this next part is super important. It's a really crucial distinction to make. How can you tell the difference between a real, pure, energetic connection and just, plain old emotional attachment? It all comes down to the quality of the feeling. A genuine, energetic connection usually feels calm. It's observant. It's just a quiet knowing. But attachment? That often feels anxious, repetitive, kind of like a thought you can't get out of your head. Energy invites you to just witness the feeling, to just notice it. Attachment, on the other hand, makes you want to chase it, to do something about it. And that brings us right to the core wisdom of this whole thing. The teaching isn't about ignoring these feelings or pushing them away. It's about becoming a witness to them.
just observing them, without judging them, and without that knee-jerk reaction to do something. Because that kind of awareness is what lets the energy either resolve itself or just dissolve naturally. So you might be thinking, what's the ultimate point then? If you're not supposed to chase the feeling, what's it even for? What's its true purpose? Well, it's basically a call to awareness. And this might be the biggest takeaway of all. Just because you feel someone's energy does not automatically mean you need to do something about it. It doesn't mean you have to call them or text them or try to get back in touch. It's not necessarily some grand sign from the universe that you're meant to be together. Instead, try reframing the whole experience. What if feeling this energy is simply a sign that your own awareness is growing? That your consciousness of these subtle energies is expanding? It could just be a little marker on the path of your own spiritual growth.
And there's a quote that just ties all of this up perfectly. Not every connection is meant to continue. Some are meant only to awaken you. Wow. The experience itself is the whole point. It's designed to wake you up to a much deeper reality.
So, I want to leave you with a final thought to mull over. The next time you feel that weird, inexplicable connection to someone, just pause and ask yourself a question. What if this feeling isn't really about them at all? What if this connection's one and only job is to awaken something inside of me?